This podcast is rated S for sexy and contains mature themes, explicit sexual content, and some freaky ass shit. So if your trigger warning list is longer than the schlongs in these books, protect your innocent ears from the salacious musings of this red hot pod. But if you're a pervy peach like us with one hand on your Kindle and the other between your folds, strap on, in, for the Unhinged book club ride of your wet dreams.
This is Between the Folds.
Oh, and there's definitely going to be spoilers. Don't say we didn't warn you. As for the rest of you freaky little strumpets, let's get into it.
Welcome to the club. Pull up a seat. Between the Folds, where the kinks all meet. Welcome to the club. Let's slip right through. Between the Folds, where literature is new.
Oh hey, it's me, Lusty Lindsay, and this week's Commander in Cliterature. And I'm joined by my friends.
For lack of anything else, I'm going by Juicy Jess this week, even though the word juicy grosses me out.
And I'm your Minister of Moisture, Elisa. If my panties aren't damp by chapter 2, I'm not reading it.
I love that. That's really funny.
And today, Lindsay's going to give us an overview. And remember, we listen and we don't judge.
Except for when we do. So we're popping our podcast cherry this week with a book that's received a lot of attention in the BookTok scene, and for good reason. This book clawed its way into our unhinged hearts and left us begging for an end to the madness. Seriously, though, this book was way too long. But if you like young virgins competing for a prince's dick, love triangles between father and son, pelvis shattering sex marathons, and jewelry made out of jizz, then do we have the book for you. That's right. This week we're talking about Kiss of the Basilisk by Lindsay Straub, a shockingly boring take on snake orgies that absolutely does not need a sequel, but is getting one anyway. So Kiss of the Basilisk. Let's set the scene here. We start our tale with our protagonist, a young virginal temperance. She was living a simple farm life, and then she and all of the ladies in her town are thrust into this sort of cave system where they each get assigned their own basilisk. And he is responsible for giving them a sex education because they need to use that education to seduce the prince so they can win his hand in marriage. We then find out that Temperance has been assigned to Caspin, who is the prince of the basilisks. And now we have a double prince situation on our hands here. And yeah, she has to choose.
It's a new kind of DP.
It is. Double prince.
Now we're talking.
One for each hole. Now she just needs a dupe.
I would have loved that in this book. Good Lord.
Of all the sex they had in this book, they didn't have any of the sex I wanted.
No.
That's what I felt like too. Even at the end with the little exposition where you have the two princes got together. I'm fine. That was
Spoiler alert.
That was good, but like, hello. We got two holes that are empty over here. Yeah. Unacceptable.
Total threesome missed opportunity. And honestly, a foursome missed opportunity if you want to toss Caspin's dad into the mix. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I would have been into that.
Even when the quiver happened, it was still mano y mano.
Right?
Like there's a lot of missed. I know in our book club, one of our book club sisters, Colleen, had said, we didn't even use the split tongue. Or the two penises that a snake has. And I was like, what a missed fucking opportunity.
You would have thought in 700 pages that we would have got all the iterations of snake sex in, but we did not.
No.
We did not.
Cut out even a quarter of Tem's bitching and complaining and arguing. God. We would have had more room for split forked tongue fun.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was not a fan of Tem. She annoyed the shit out of me.
Same.
Drove me crazy.
Also, backing up for anybody who hasn't read this book, what's a basilisk? Am I saying that word right?
Yeah, you are. It's a snake.
I thought it was like a super snake.
It's a
monster.
Harry Potter snake.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it came from, Greek mythology or some weird shit like that. But to me, it's just a Harry Potter snake.
It's so, for anybody who doesn't know, basilisk, yes, it's a giant snake. And this guy, like, shapeshifts. So he'd be a human, teaching him how to do sexy human stuff.
Human sex.
And then could switch into a snake or a basilisk.
And if you looked him in the eye when they're in basilisk form, you turn to stone. so it's dangerous.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be a danger element in here, and I didn't feel it.
No.
Well, the only thing that
Well,
was
that's not true.
dangerous
Yeah, I was gonna say.
was having sex with Caspin for so long that she literally broke her bones.
Yeah.
Pelvis shattering sex.
She also
Not hot.
had a claw inside of her all the time, kind of like one of those vibrators that you
Oh, the remote control ones?
right. Except
Yeah.
this, they just kept talking about this claw inside of her, and then no part of me felt that was sexy.
I'm going to actually take my hot take on this. I was kind of into the claw, of all the things in this book, I had to find some things to get into. And, the claw was for me. I would insert some type of a thing into my body that's going to give me some spontaneous
That
little
someone else can
orgasms.
control.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm into that. I'm
Yes.
into that.
Except it was a method of control, and that was the thing that I had a hard time with, which, he essentially forced her into marriage, or this path that she had no choice in. Now, she probably would have said yes, maybe, but at the same time, it was a tool of manipulation more than it was a tool of hot sexy.
For sure. Caspin is incredibly problematic. I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
Caspin was the worst.
He was the worst. Why she chooses him, I cannannot say. He sucks.
But not in a good way.
I
No,
liked
not
him
in
in the
a good way.
beginning. I at the beginning, I was like, oh, he's tall, brooding, I could get into this in his cave, but no. No.
Love a man in a cave. A caveman, one might say.
Was it the emotional cave that he
Yeah.
was stuck in the dark?
He was stuck in the dark in the
Yeah.
emotional cave. Incredibly manipulative.
Yeah.
The fact that he proposed marriage to her without telling her, how does that?
He
That-
didn't. You don't. He didn't propose.
didn't
marriage.
propose.
He just gave her a jizz necklace and was like, BT dubs, this is your engagement ring, girl.
Oh, surprise.
Engagement jewel.
By accepting my jizz necklace, you are now to be wed to me, even though my job is to wed you to a different prince.
I will say that some of the sex in the beginning was really good, but it didn't go anywhere. So it was very repetitive. So it was the same kind of sex. And it was for 720 or 50 pages, that was a lot of boring sex.
It felt very clinical. You put your
Yeah.
thing
Oh,
here.
totally.
I'm going to put this here. And they said each other's names way too much. Tem, you should put this on my thigh. Tem, you should do this. It was.
Tem,
Very
Leo,
distracting.
Caspin,
Yeah.
Caspin, Tem, Leo.
Can we all talk about their long ass names and nicknames? Tem, short for temperance. Cass, short for Caspin.
Oh, yeah, it was Cass and Caspin. That's what it was.
I'm not
Leo
even.
Thelonious.
Yes.
I think she was just trying to make the book shorter. And so she was like, you know what? We need to shorten these names.
Where was her editor? Because we could have left out some other things.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The names were not the issue, although we could have said them less.
Yes.
So the sex, yeah, I agree. Very boring. I think my favorite sex scene is the one where this is after the quiver is meant to accept Tem into their ranks. And there's that one basilisk that has it out for Tem and he really hates her.
Yeah.
And then Caspin, I think, forces him to go down on her in front of him. I think that's how it goes. That was my favorite scene. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but I did think that scene was kind of hot.
Agreed. And Elisa, I know you didn't like the threesome or the 2.5 some at the very end, but I did not hate it.
It wasn't that I didn't like it. I wanted Caspin and Leo to go at it. I loved that. I'm into that. But then bring Tem into it and then tag team Tem, because that would have felt more cathartic to me as opposed to just...
I kind of want those two to get married and then leave Tem to her chickens in the beginning.
Oh my God, right?
Send her back to the farm and have Leo, Caspin. 2 princes make a king, right?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think that's how royal math works.
Yeah. I'm not really sure.
As a non-royal myself.
Leo's in love with Evelyn. Evelyn was banished from the kingdom many, many light years away and is literally 5-minute walk from the castle, hoeing the fields. And I'm like, I feel like Leo could have looked out the fucking window
Yes.
and saw Evelyn
Yeah.
hoeing the fields.
Here he is up in his castle with the lost love of his life, and he never even ventured
outside of the
outside of
castle.
town to be like, maybe she moved.
He was too
You know?
busy lamenting. He was just up there, full drama king, prince, whatever.
But that makes sense,
Home
I
in front
guess,
of
on
his
some
eyes.
level, right? You know, like the prince, he's just like, oh, woe is me. But it didn't in the book, but didn't they say like he looked everywhere?
He looked
Except
everywhere
next
in
door.
the castle.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something very
Literally
stereotypical.
like my husband asking me for something that is right fucking in front of him. That is what Leo did. He was
That is-
just like, oh, where is Evelyn? Oh, she's not here in this room. Guess she's nowhere. She must be somewhere in a different galaxy. She must like Eric when
Lost
he is
forever.
like,
He must be dead.
where are the forks? Look in the fucking kitchen drawer.
That's exactly what I was going to say. 1000%. He has the looking disorder of all men.
Can I say though, that was literally my only fault with poor little Leo. I loved him. He
Yeah.
and her friend Gabriel were my two favorite parts of this book. And well, Gabe was not in this too much, but Theo, I melt for him.
Yeah.
I do like Leo better than I liked any of the other characters, except Gabriel. Gabriel I was into. Except for, I kind of feel like he needed a bit of a backbone because he was basically just like, Tim, whatever you're willing to give me, I will accept. And I'd be like, no, have some fucking respect for yourself. Tim sucks, first of all. Like, why are you going after her? But like, you deserve better than that. And he was just kind of willing to just be like, oh, whatever scraps of attention you'll give me and your fickle heart, I will accept that. And
He was brokenhearted
He
from
did not
losing
deserve that.
Evelyn.
I didn't feel like he needed a backbone, but I kind of felt like, why would the prince choose this? At the same time, if his heart really belongs to Evelyn, then he's like, okay, well, you're the best of the worst. Okay. And you're pretty, right? Because she was pretty. So, that seems on brand. The other character that I thought had the potential to have a much bigger foothold was Vera, the
Bitchy one.
the antagonist
the
to Tim,
antagonistic
yeah,
woman,
mhm.
and I felt like that character could have had so much more foothold in the chaos. Like, it seems to me where the chaos was in the love choice between Leo and Caspin, as opposed to it could have been circumstances out of her control, and that felt like a missed op.
And we could have had an arc for Vera too,
Yeah.
know, like she was mean, like she was very unkind to Tim, but like we could have seen, like maybe they could have like band together, or we could have seen some type of like arc or growth for her, but
She just got not chosen and
yeah, she just got rejected.
out.
Bye.
Yeah.
She was sent to the other field next to Evelyn.
Yeah. Where all the princess rejected women go
They just go to the field.
outside the castle walls. 5 minutes from home.
Did we have any unanswerable questions from this book? I feel like we had a lot.
Yes. What
lot.
wasn't?
Why a second book?
That is a very excellent question. I think we've heard enough of the tale of Tim. The tale of Tim is closed in my book. But I think, to me, this whole book was like unanswered questions. Like there was a lot of assumptions about Basilisk lore that were never explained. All of the things about their magical semen and like their sex obsession. Like it's like well known. You're like, oh, Basilisks, the sexiest of all of the mythical creatures. Is that in lore? Did I miss that somewhere? Like I feel like I read a lot of smut, I do,
Yeah.
and a lot of fantasy, and I was not aware of that as just like a general concept.
But also, it didn't even go into the real Basilisk lore. Like the only thing that was real Basilisk lore was if you look at them in the eyes, you're going to turn to stone.
Yeah,
But all the other stuff was gone.
yeah.
Yeah, a brief Google search. Mythological basilisks are not known for sex as a prominent aspect of their mythology. So I don't know how that came in.
Yeah, Lindsay, other Lindsay. Tell us more. Where did you come up with that?
She's going to tell us. Read the second book. Also,
Can't do that.
it's the Spit or Swallow series.
Split.
Oh, was it Split? I legit thought it was Spit or Swallow. And I was going to be like, there was no spit or swallowing, so I'm confused.
No. That gross venom came out of his
Oh,
mouth
you're so right.
while they were like, what was it? While he was coming, and then he started vomiting
In her mouth.
flat
Goo.
goo.
Another non-consensual thing, though, that Caspin does to her,
Mm.
for one, proposing marriage to her that she inadvertently accepts because she doesn't know, and then vomiting black goo into her mouth and like making her drink it. What?
Yes.
I mean, this whole thing is literally like, but I was doing it for your own good, right? Because it makes you have all these powers. I don't know if it was powers or special gifts. I don't know. But everything he does is like ulterior motive, and it's veiled narcissism posing as help.
Yes.
I'm helping you.
That's a misogyny I'm not on board for.
This is the quote about that. Tem felt him come at the exact same time as a black liquid emerged from his mouth. Tem's eyes stayed wide open as the substance dripped down the back of her throat. Can I tell you what this reminds me of in my life? So,
please, I'm so here for every second of this.
This is exactly what I thought of when I read this part. So, my husband's a surfer, and you know, on the surface, you think that's kind of hot and sexy, right? You think like being married to surfers, all making out in the waves. It's not.
I was thinking like chiseled surfer bodies and tanned skin.
Yeah.
That was what I was envisioning. But I also know Eric.
I mean, he's chiseled, but he's
not
also
tan.
real white.
He's not tan.
That man lathers himself in zinc anytime he goes to the sun. But what happens when you surf is you get seawater trapped back in your nasal cavity. And that seawater can come out of your nose at any time, like up to, I think, 4 to 6 hours after surfing. I cannot tell you how many times we have been in the middle of something only to have suddenly, and it doesn't come out as like a little trickle. The water literally gushes. It has fallen on my face. It's fallen other places. It is an instant
Gross.
moisture.
Oh,
zapper.
dry up.
Like, we're done. Go away. Get out of here. Cannot.
Oh.
But what if that, hear me out. What if that nasal cavity ocean water gave you protection from other men's control and influence over your life? Would you then want to swallow it down into your mouth?
No. Also, like, snot is literally the grossest thing in the world.
Yeah, I was going to say there's
me.
some orifices that I'm
Period.
not into.
Tell me more.
But I don't know that I would be comfortable with nose leakage.
I mean, I'm not, snot is fine. You know, I'm not trying to snack on it. And like, but it doesn't bother me too much, but I definitely don't want someone else's snot. To me, it reminds me of like when you're sick and you know, when you have like that, like, post-nasal drip and you can like feel it going down the back of your throat. That is what I was picturing. Again, all of the above, not sexy. No matter what image this like conjures into your mind, not hot.
Also, black
for
and
me.
thick.
Oh,
As far as liquid is concerned, I think we've hit the pause button, right?
yeah.
I'm going to need you to pause right there. I'm good.
Yeah, that's going to be
Hard pass.
too much for me.
Yes.
Yep. What was the worst scene for everybody? I know mine was the hip breaking because it immediately pulled me out. I was like, I don't care if he can heal you. Why would you want to go through that pain just for more sex? For fuck's sake.
Also, the nerd in me had to look this up.
Oh.
And so I Googled, can you break? How much sex do you have to have for your pelvis to break during sex?
What's that social
And like,
media
do you
star?
have osteoporosis or like that other brittle bone disease? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Basically, I can't wait to see what ads come from this. But breaking your pelvis from prolonged sex isn't a thing. Just from like the
Sex. Regular.
sex, it's about the vigor of the sex. And
Oh.
yes, if you have brittle bones, osteoporosis. I was thinking about, wasn't that porn star recently?
Yes, that's what I was just thinking.
How many men did she fuck in?
600 or 543. If I know that number exactly, don't judge me. I can look it up.
In how many hours?
580.
In how long?
6 hours.
That was exactly what they had to do. So in order for Tem to be accepted as the Basilisk princess or queen or whatever, she had to go through this marathon sex thing with Cass. 6 hours of sex, nonstop. People could come and watch, stop in. Sometimes people came around them and changed the sheets. And then she had also had to fuck his dad.
Yeah.
I don't remember if that was at the beginning.
The dad fucking was first. He had
that's
to
right, on, like, a
accept her.
stage.
Then they had to have their sex marathon wherein the whole community watched.
Yeah.
And that is how.
Not joined in, but like it was individual orgy around,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Along with that scene, the pelvis breaking scene I think was the worst because didn't the mattress get so soaked partway through that they had to like replace it?
I believe so.
I just think that's not hot.
No. There's
That's like rolling around in sweat. Like sweat.
Like
No,
the
it's
mattress
not
is
even
like
sweat.
submerged in like
Think-
body fluids and sweat.
Think about the texture of jizz. This isn't just sweat damp. This is slimy,
Sticky.
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 And it has a smell.
Curdles, smells.
Imagine.
Curdles. It curdles? What the fuck, Jess?
The texture does change
Oh my God.
in the
Look,
life
I learned
of,
some things in my research
In your
into jizz
research.
jewelry. I learned some things about semen. Okay.
Yeah, if you're interested in jizz jewelry, look in the episode notes. We have a whole section there.
which I am interested. Get that girl on Instagram to make us some cute necklaces. We
Definitely.
gotta reach out to her.
Yeah. This is a thing.
Yes, jizz jewelry is a thing. So in this book, Caspin gave.
The claw.
No, the claw was separate. He gave her a claw made of jizz that tucked up in her bits. And then he gave her a necklace that had like the mini claw in it, right? And that was made of jizz. That was her, even though she didn't know it, her engagement promise. So because my brain was going down rabbit holes, I decided to look up jizz jewelry. I found out this is actually a thing. This woman makes pearl necklaces out of jizz jewelry. And literally my face, as I was doing this research, I was like, oh God, gross. Who would do? Maybe I would do that. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this on my Christmas list this year.
I can't wait for the conversation with Eric.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, I need you to do something for me.
I was all in from the beginning, and I'm very sure that Andrew would be all in too. Be like, babe, I need you to jerk off into this little sample bottle. I'm sending it away. It's going to become some really cute earrings. And I'm
I
just
can
going
carry
to
you with me.
I'm going to wear your cum on my face every day, everywhere I go. And he is for sure into that.
I have no idea if my husband would be into this. He'd probably be like, what the
No,
fuck?
Eric would be into it too. He'd be like, all right. I asked him how to spell ejaculate, like no context when I was doing my notes for this. And he just spelled it for me and went back to watching his cat videos.
I already have penis bone earrings that I wear on a regular basis. So I'm thinking pairing the two of them together would be
I love
very
this.
cute,
I
right?
love this.
Quite the combo.
That sounds great. So, should we do some moans and groans?
Yes.
I'm going to start with my favorite 1-star review for Kiss of the Basilisk. This is from my girl, Haley. Shout out to Haley, wherever you are out there in the world. She said, so many plot holes and writing errors, but by God, that woman fucked that snake man. And honestly, truer reviews have never been spoken.
Yep.
I'm with you, Haley.
Yep.
I also loved Lucinda, who said, this book was garbage. I loved it. Team Leo forever. I think we all agree with you on that one. Oh, and my third favorite 1-star review is from Cassie. She said, DNF at 40%. How can a book with this much sex be so boring? I know. I'm with you, Cassie. I was literally bored by the sex at the end. I could not.
Yeah.
I could not hear another page. And I never thought
Did you say those words?
that I would say those words. I did not think that was something I could feel.
That is my overwhelming review. Turns out there is such thing as too much sex.
100%. Key takeaway for me.
I have Cheyenne Green here. It says 1 star for Leo. This book, unfortunately, did not hit for me. It's for somebody, but not for me. It was giving Twilight, but with sex. Leo deserves better.
Yes, he does. He
Leo
does
was
deserve
the
better.
best.
We were having a conversation earlier outside of the podcast talking about like casting couch, like who would we put? And we had no idea. And then I was like, you know what? The Twilight character that Kristen Stewart played of Bella, that character would be Tem to me. Just why do you love me?
100%.
Yeah.
And like, why are these men, both of them, obsessed with her? I don't understand. I couldn't figure it out in Twilight, and I could not figure it out in Kiss of the Basilisk.
Maybe because she's a half-breed. She has a thing where, like, when you look into her eyes, she mesmerizes you instead of turning you to stone. Maybe that's book 2 of, like, we learn that
That's some lore I could get on board with, Elisa.
Yeah.
Maybe you can.
Fanfic.
Yeah. I'll be looking for that.
Yeah. I'll write it.
Maybe it'll end up in the show notes if we're lucky.
Oh my God, that'd be exciting. Who's going to write it?
We nominate
ChatGPT.
you. Yeah.
Full reviews. Am I glad I read it? Yes.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was ridiculous. It was everything you want an unhinged, crazy romance to be, except for with hotter sex.
Yeah.
With actual.
I
hot
did
sex.
actually read all 720 pages. So it wasn't horrific enough that I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I think there's something to be said about that, because there are other books that I literally were like, nope, done.
It's definitely a book you have to read with other people. And I remember this was my pick for book club because I had been reading, like, read it with somebody else, because it's like, you know, watching The Bachelor or something like that. You have to watch it with other people so you can laugh and poke fun. And having that, we were all reading this together, and being able to do that in real time and kind of send each other texts and stuff through that is what kind of got me through it, because it was insanity.
Yeah, I know we've had a lot of negative things to say about Kiss of the Basilisk, but I actually think it was a great unhinged book.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think it's a great book to read with a book club.
Yes.
There's a lot in the book. I was kind of, you know, as we were preparing for this, I was going back and reading my comments, and I was like laughing about a lot of things. So overall, it was a great time. Did it make me want to touch myself? No, it didn't.
Yeah.
But was it a fun, ridiculous, crazy time? Absolutely it was.
Yes.
But perhaps not. It didn't, you know, it didn't turn me on the way some other of our unhinged books have.
So that kind of leads into our moisture meter. What are we thinking on the spice level, and then our moisture? How are we feeling?
I mean, if we define spice as just sex, this is a 5, probably a 6 out of 5. But moisture meter was like a
drip.
Yeah.
I'm going to give
One
it a
single drip.
half drip for me. It was a half drip for me, except that one scene with the... Okay, we can give it a full drip just for that one scene that I liked. And I do agree. In the beginning, I was getting into it, and then it just did not go anywhere from there. But yeah, five chili peppers,
As far
and
as
one
spice
or
is
less
concerned.
drip.
Yeah.
So what are we reading? What's our next book?
We're reading Thick Beef by Layla Faye.
Ooh, can't wait. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to send us recommendations for reads, please slide into our DMs on Instagram. Give us all your smutty suggestions. Or for more information, past episodes, and all of the juicy details, you can visit our website at www.betweenthefoldspodcast.com. And until next time, we'll see you between the folds.
Welcome to the club, pull up a seat between the folds where the kings all meet. Welcome to the club, let's slip right through between the folds where literature is
This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The views and opinions expressed are our own and do not reflect those of the authors, publishers, or any affiliated parties. We are not affiliated with or endorsed by any of the authors, publishers, or products mentioned. Yet. Listener discretion is advised due to adult themes, language, and content.